Hey guys, how's it going? This is a 501 for Rob. I should have it done today. I got all the port work done. I still got to do carburetor mod. I got to mod that little plastic thing yet and do a muffler mod on it and put it together. But I thought I'd show you the port work on it, along with that way he can check out the port work on his too. The exhaust at 102. I moved up the big transfer, left stock transfer, or the primary transfer in the stock location, but went probably, I don't know, 20-25% wider than what they normally do. Made the transfers big. It's 127 and 130 for when they open. 80 on the exhaust. Gave it a little lung. So there's the port work, Rob. I hope you like it. When I do the primary mods, I do a 1-inch outlet on them, so I'm stuffing a little bit more into it. But that's what's so nice about these saws, is there's so many different ways you can build them. I mean, you can cut the base, open the lowers, not touch the uppers, move the exhaust up some, do a little intake work to it, a muffler mod, and they'll make just about 5 horsepower without even touching the uppers. I haven't had one of these specifically dynoed yet, but going off from the one that made 5.72 horse on the dyno, this particular build's somewhere right in there, if not maybe touching 6 horse. It's hard to say. You want a little bit more raz and daz on it, go 2 more degrees on the intake and raise the exhaust up 2 more degrees, and then they'll be right around where that stacked filter saw is, pretty close to that. I think I fired the transfers on that one both at the same time though, but it's been so long since I've been into it, it's hard to say. But this thing's all been deburred, washed. I'm gonna wash it one more time, blow everything off, and then I want to get the saw button up where it's sealed up, and then mod that stuff, and then hopefully I can get a vid of this running today or tomorrow. Depends on how it goes. I'd really like it done today so I can get it out in the mail, and hopefully he can get it sooner. So, but I just thought I'd show you what I'm up to today. I got rained out at work, so I've been working on this thing all day. Let me grab that other cylinder there. Here's the reed saw. While I'm waiting for parts, I coated the whole inside of this with JB Weld. I did that last night. It still feels a little like tacky. Maybe I'll set it on top of the wood stove. But I'm gonna just sandpaper finish that. That way, it gives me a seal on the inside, the outside, and I don't know if you can see that excessive wear. It's probably has something to do with how tall my port is and that skirt that I cut into the piston. I have another piston on the way, and I'm gonna cut windows in it, and I'm gonna leave the bottom half of it round, and then I'm gonna give it 100% duration instead of the 310 that it had. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm debating on cutting the top of that one's piston. Maybe I'll try it out at without cutting the top of that piston. Like I said, that reed saw's trial and error. I got so much time into it. I'm just trying to build it super strong, make it hold up, so I can have fun with it. There's a pipe on the way for it. Trying to think what else. I might try a couple different carburetors. It's got a HIPAA carb on it right now. I felt it had more power with the 046 carb and pipe that I had on it than it currently does in that configuration, but I gotta address that wear situation. First, the 20 cuts I've done with it, I don't like how bad it's wearing on that piston. Of course, I'm spinning it pretty hard. I don't know, that thing's probably turning, I don't know, close to 17,000 or so. So, I mean, it might just be a fast wear out. So I don't necessarily care too much about the wear on the piston, because that's easily replaceable. It's rebuilding that jug. I've got hours and hours and hours into that jug, making it a reed jug. So I definitely don't want to smoke that jug. And I'm also, that piece I made that's for the carb adapter that I made out of aluminum, I'm getting a lot of heat saturation in them carburetors. So when I shut it down, let it sit for a few minutes and start it up, it's vapor locking on the carburetor, not wanting to pump fuel, and I'm gonna have to, the carburetor literally get as hot as the jug. So I'm gonna, that carburetor adapter I made, I think I'd like a piece of Filani spacer material that's machinable that I could just build that, duplicate that, and that would probably solve all my heating issues. But I was pricing that stuff out, an inch thick slab of that stuff's like crazy money on eBay there, and I'll make my own. I'll take fiberglass mat or something and resin and build one out of that and try that first before spending that kind of crazy money on just something for a toy. So trying to think what else. Want to get Rob's done, get it running. I think there's supposed to be another 4910 coming and a 2511, so I can do some video footage on that. The sun's out, might take a break on this a little bit, maybe bar up the brand new 462 and maybe do a cut vid or something of that against the 500i and 7310 or something. So I don't know, we'll see what happens. But you guys have a good one.